Memphis Grizzlies have suspended Ja Morant from all team activities after he appeared to, once again, display a gun in a video posted on Instagram. 2 months ago, Morant was suspended for 8 games for conduct detrimental to the league after brandishing a gun on social media. He underwent counseling during that first suspension.
You don't even have to say nothing. I already know. I know. I can't help it, man. Don't give me no gun, man. You know what I'm gonna do.
Nasty.
What up, Cat? Big Cab from the itty.
Dooski, bitch.
This motherfucking gabbing up. It's a bitch ass day for you bitch ass bitches, so we about to wake you bitches up. Don't give me no gun.
You know what I would do with it.
That was a beastie ass intro.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Had it come crazy.
Ja, Miggity, Morant.
Ja never broke again.
Ja never, but he's in the wrong NBA. They said.
Sure.
A little bit too.
You saw that?
Oh, I was gonna say, Dookie could turn it down just a little bit.
Oh,
Is that right way?
Dooski.
Hey, y'all, can y'all lower that a little bit?
You the realest in the entire way to see. That's
Yeah, we do apologize because that is that shit, but
now my nigga Dooski got control and power, nigga. That's presidential right there.
You see how he riding, though? He get chauffeur.
I say it again. Do I gotta tell y'all cut that again? If I tell y'all again. Nah, but my nigga Ja came through. First off, I want to hear everybody's perspective on it, like as far as whether you think, because it's so much it shouldn't be controversial, I don't think, but it is a bit. You feel me?
yeah. You know, it's so funny. This is like our 5th time talking about this topic, but I low-key want to go back on flashback to what Keon said on one of our old ones, where he said maybe the nigga just like that, and it's like at this point maybe, you know what I mean. I'm not saying we know bro obviously not a gangster, but I'm saying like maybe like you're saying like that's just who he wants to be, and that's just
and that's what. And I don't disagree with that either. I don't disagree with that at all. But I think the controversy around it is, for me, is whether you should be doing certain things with a gun. You feel me? Because people have pointed out, hey, the mayor or the governor of Memphis or the mayor or whatever of Memphis got pictures with his family and they all toting ARs and rifles. You feel me? They not riding around in the car up in handguns while they driving, or they're not in the club flashing.
Point of lasers.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And they also, you feel me? They also, you feel me, aren't as publicized and as popular. And I don't believe they're making $200 million, or not publicly, at least making $200 million on top of it. You feel me? So my thing is, I do think it's you're allowed to own a gun. You feel me?
Yeah.
Within your rights to own a gun, you probably should own a gun, and you probably should always be around guns when you moving around. You feel me? But should you be the one with it? That's the debate.
Hell no.
Dooski say hell no. You feel me? I agree. I think you should have security, or if your friends or the people you got around you is like that, then why not allow them to be the? You feel me? Hey, make this. You feel me? You put your life on the line. Since I'm the one with the bag, you feel me? You make yourself useful in some type of way, and that's how I feel. Just in terms of what was done with the gun.
That's my thing. So it's nothing wrong with having a gun. Like it's like it's okay. We in America, bro. Everybody got a fucking gun. It's like it's the environment you in with the gun. 2 is like, even like you said, like his man or his security should have it. I feel like it's okay for him to have it, but you don't need to show it. You feel me? Like you can have a gun, but you gotta be aware of who you are. Like your Ja Morant. You can't just be, you know what I mean, flashing the strap. Like it's okay to have a gun, but why do you feel the need to show it? And why are you in these environments with these people? You feel me? Showing it like that. That's my thing.
And I agree with that too. And that's my thing. Like that's why I said it's debatable whether you should have a gun or not. You feel me? I agree with you in saying everybody, you feel me, in America got a gun at this point. They've been weakening the gun laws so much. You feel me? I agree with you in saying that you should also have a gun. You feel me? You can't always depend on somebody else to protect your life.
Hey, but y'all know what's crazy though? Yeah, y'all watch Breaking Bad, right? Or like familiar with it?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy because the Josh situation is kind of like Walter White. Because like for example, he don't need to be the one with the gun because you're not that nigga. You feel me? You the breadwinner for one. You the hooper. But he wants to be the one with the gun. You get what I'm saying? That's how Walter White was. He could have had other ways, but he wanted to be.
Yeah.
He wanted to be killing. He wanted to be beastie. Remember, he told his wife. She said, "I'm the danger." You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think of when y'all said that shit.
I want to go
Dangerous,
back
like,
to what you said earlier, Kev. What you was talking about what I said. You was he said you should down my fault. He said I feel like okay. When I say he was like that, I was thinking like he really from the trenches and it just in him. But it's really like it seemed more like he just want to be like that. So he go out his way to show that.
Right.
And this is what I was saying. You feel me? Not to like interject or nothing, but this is what I was trying to say before. Whether it's right for him to have a gun or not, you feel me? Whether he's like that or not.
And this guy will beat you right quick. Come on.
Yeah.
Elena, please.
No, you can move real quick. What I was saying earlier, like whether it's right for him to have a gun or not, is totally, you feel me, subjective. Whether you know, whether he should have security holding his weapons or whatever, that's all subjective. Whether he's from the streets or whether he's like that or not, that's all subjective, and that all don't even matter to me in this situation. Like y'all said, he's the breadwinner. He's, you feel me, the face of the NBA in a lot of ways. You feel me? He's the face of his team, his organization. He's also one of the faces of Nike. He got a shoe brand that just got pulled today. They took his shoes off of the website, off of the market. You feel me? So if you and they just came out 2 months ago, like literally a day after his other gun scene. You feel me?
Fucking up the bag.
Other gun incident. My thing is, regardless of the incident, you can have a gun on you, right? But if you in a gun range with headphones on and you shooting at a target, nobody's gonna say nothing.
Right.
Or it may get even publicized in a positive way. Oh, Ja working on his aim, he a shooter on and off court. You feel me?
Right.
Bro.
Right.
In a different way.
It's
But
the environment you in. That's what I'm saying. Like,
you're in a car with, and it
Niggas.
looked like he was the driver.
with niggas.
And you with other black men in the car, you feel me, your friends, that already don't look good, but you riding around with a gun. You feel me? And you seen it fit to show it off on Instagram Live. People that's actually shooting their guns, people that's actually in the gun range, you feel me? Like, or people that's actually just in the field, period, don't seem to be doing that. But somebody that's worth 200 million, somebody that just got a Nike deal, you feel me, shouldn't be brandishing a gun in that way. You feel me? Like I just said, the gun range is a whole different thing, but you still got a gun. You could have an AK on you in the gun range.
Right.
It's gonna look a different way than it does when you riding around in the car.
Even if he was just at the crib, like recording a video of the different guns that he got, it ain't gonna be perceived as crazy as him being in a car turned up, like
Exactly.
with the niggas. Like,
Exactly.
it's the environment you showing it in.
Yeah.
To speak on that
And
again,
you a grown ass man too.
I wanna pull up this clip, but to speak toward it again, you feel me? It's a famous boxer. He's arguably the pound for pound boxer in the world. He ain't fought in a little minute. But Terrence Bud Crawford, he fully supports guns. You feel me? I feel like he hunt or something. You feel me? But he always taking pictures with his rifles. But it's always in the setting where guns would be used. You feel me? So at a target range. You feel me? safely, you feel me, and securely. It's a certain way to hold a gun. You feel me? Not everybody is holding their gun. Hey, y'all, you holding your gun like this. You feel me? Like in the club and shit. Like, bro,
And friendly fire a nigga or something.
bro, literally. So you're being irresponsible with deadly weapons. You feel me? That's the image, and people try to make it like a race kind of thing, but that's the image it is, regardless of what color it is. You are brandishing weapons and you are using weapons irresponsibly type shit. At the same time, you don't even need to be near weapons, and you don't even need to be pictured with them. You feel me? But I did want to pull up a clip real quick before you pull up your clips and shit. Because this was a good counter argument to everything that I heard type shit. You feel me? I thought it was I seen it appropriate.
Throw it up there.
Waving a gun in a vehicle.
Y'all hear it?
Less than 2 months after Morant and Silver met to discuss a similar incident that resulted in an 8-game suspension. Here's Commissioner Adam Silver's reaction yesterday with our Malika Andrews.
We talked directly about the consequences first before we got to a subsequent potential to have done something wrong. We were very focused on the misconduct that was in front of us at the time. And frankly, most of our conversation was about how incredibly serious the first incident was of waving, a firearm on social media. Honestly, I was shocked when I saw this weekend that video. Now, we're in the process of investigating it, and we'll figure out exactly what happened to the best we can then. The video's a bit grainy and all that, but I'm assuming the worst, but we'll figure out, exactly what happened there.
20-minute army trick turns men into beasts. This powerful special forces device emulates 54,000.
Ja Morant released the following statement last night. I know I've disappointed a lot of people who have supported me. This is a journey, and I recognize there's more work to do. My words may not mean much right now, but I take full accountability for my actions. I'm committed to continuing to work on myself.
Whoa,
Did the nigga say that last time?
The nigga, bro.
Like he just copied and pasted his last tweet.
Right.
They said that was Chat GBT.
They accused him of Chat GPT.
Writing that statement?
Bro, not only that, this is why they alleged it was Chat GPT. Somebody went to Chat GPT and typed out apology letter for the second time. Like literally his instant. And this is what popped up. Like not word for word, but the same like keywords like pointed and people who supported me. I recognize there's more work to do. But this man said, I'm committed to continuing to work for myself, bro.
Yeah. No, I want to say this. Like, okay, you did it the first time. I don't know if there was any real consequences of the first time, but like the first time it happened, you should have been able to see like, okay, I'm putting my shit in jeopardy. My bag is at risk now. But then you do it again. Bro said insanity is doing the same thing over again and expecting different outcomes. Like at this point, you don't even give a fuck about the outcome. You just is whatever.
I do agree with that, and that's why everything he just said, if this is his statement, is a contradiction. You feel me? How is you committed to continuing to work on yourself? You just went to rehab for this exact same scenario a month ago, 2 months ago. You feel me? You just got suspended from the NBA for like 6 games. You feel me? 2 months later, you doing the same exact shit. There's no way that you care. You feel me? Like how you said, Keon, there's no way you care about, you feel me, the outcome. But on top of that, how can you say that you committed to working on yourself if this is what you just did this 2 months apart from the last time you just said sorry for?
Right.
You feel me? So that's what's crazy to me. But I do want y'all to hear it.
And the nigga recording has more accountability than you. Like,
he tried to take the camera off of the nigga.
Right.
Yeah, oh God.
Glad you pointed that out.
Chris, how hard should the NBA come down on Ja?
Very. I mean, words are words. They mean nothing. I mean, the fact that he only got an 8-game suspension the first time at the end of the regular season and then spent 96 hours in some counseling center is a disgrace. That's ridiculous. This is a serious offense for a league that takes itself very seriously with gun control. We saw Steve Kerr last year get all upset with the Uvalde thing. We spent a lot of time on that. And they like to be above the political, they want to be on the social right side of the social circle and political culture and all those things. And I'm all for that. But if you're going to sit there now and tell me, well, this is not going to be, we're not going to.
What the hell, man? I just came to a crazy ass conclusion, man. So look, right? Kyrie, he loses his Nike deal for the remember the anti-Semitic stuff, right?
Yes.
And they trying to make an example out of him. Now, I feel like they're using this as a way for guns. Think about it. Why is this so big as it is, man? Think about the bigger picture, like the bigger message behind it. Y'all feel what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and I think not only are you hitting on something, I don't want to get too much into it, but I think you hinting at exactly what JJ Redick about to say.
Oh damn!
And I want you to like expound on your point, but we can all expound on it about, like after this video, because I do think it's like some agenda driven shit. At this point, it's way too blatant. You feel me? And he may be the face of, oh, we need to have a ban on guns or gun control. You feel me? It's too many people. It's too easily accessible. You got people that eat. You feel me? So I didn't want to speak to that necessarily. My fault. I had a call. But yeah,
I had reverb. Hold on.
God, nigga. Let me do it back.
Stand for this. Adam Silver, who has a tendency to be way too friendly to the players. Way too. Come down hard. I don't want to see him until January. I know that sounds hard. You cannot have your star guard waving guns the way this country is right now with guns, with people getting killed left and right all over the place. How about Texas? Have we seen that in the last month or two? And we got John Morant for the second time in a month and a half after that joke of a rehab thing, waving a gun in a vehicle. And then I got Silver says, well, we got to do investigating. No, you don't. You know, we'll see in January. 40 games. Show some toughness. Don't be friends with the players. Show some toughness. If you want to be considered the league that does the right thing in here is I'll see you at the halfway mark. Go to a proper rehab center. You go for 30 days. You don't go for 96 hours. You go for 30 days, which he didn't do the first time. He made the whole thing a joke the first time. And the NBA allowed that to happen. And then off he goes again. And then Silver's explanation last night to me, yeah, this seems to be serious. I was shocked. Shocked! He only gave him a 10 games. He was in rehab for 10 minutes. Shocked. How could he be shocked? So I was very down on it. And he's got to go for a while. I know that's a hard thought.
Okay, so I kind of see where he's coming from. Because, look, he got off the first time. If he get off again and they keep letting situations like this slide, it kind of like the bigger picture of what that's saying, like in between the lines, it's saying like it's okay to play with guns. You might get in trouble, but then you ain't gonna get in that much trouble. Like it kind of send that kind of message, not just in the NBA, but like in general, like to the kids on the streets that's playing with the guns. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I kind of see where he's coming from right there. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I agree with you in that. Like, how much it's influencing people, and that's what Commissioner Silver was saying. Like, he's so popular. You feel me? He has so much influence. Like, what message is he putting out to the youth? But
right.
Top of that, you feel me? That's kind of what Kev is getting at too. Like, it makes so much sense to pin, you feel me, this on him, because he's using guns irresponsibly, and obviously he's worth so much money, he shouldn't be doing it. But we can't act like this the first time we done seen this. You feel me? We see this from regular niggas that have way far less money than him on the daily. You feel me? It's so bad.
I got
that behavior broke niggas.
Hey boy, my fault. It cut out. Can you hear you say what you said the last sentence? My fault.
No, I was saying like we see that so much, that we associate that behavior with broke niggas. You feel me? To the point where we see somebody that got money doing it and somebody that's popular and all that, and we look at it like, all right, you feel me? That's not worth it. You dumb. You this. You that. I know a lot of niggas that's calling him dumb that do that same shit. You feel me?
Bro.
Not worth no bread. So it's like, matter, I guess.
He's like, you don't got a Nike deal, no Powerade deal.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nah, the one thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Dusky.
One thing about the rehab shit, like what exactly is that gonna do? I don't understand that. Like, you feel me? Like, let's say he does go to rehab 90 days or whatever. Bro, like, you know what's right and what's wrong. Like, you feel me? Like, what the hell? I don't understand that rehab shit.
It's kind of
that's true, because it's not no drug addiction. Like,
where do you need rehabilitation from?
They just, I feel like the NBA
like,
just,
what is it?
The NBA just need to say they did something, like that there's just to show that he's working on it, basically. Or
I get what. Yeah.
That shit done to me.
Because the NBA has a whole NBA care shit, like their whole shit for the kids, like shit like this. I know that fucks they shit up. Like,
this goes back to your point, Keon, and like why you said to stop the video. Bro might not be wrong. You feel me? But it's also some accountability that the NBA got to take, because clearly that rehab shit didn't do nothing. But we don't even know what the fuck it was supposed to do.
Right.
Oh God. Like,
y'all
gonna put him in there with some addicts? Like,
yeah.
this nigga's addicts. Like, he just over that fucking plastic gun, bro.
Instead of Adam Silver and them coming out and being like, "Oh, we don't know." I'm shocked. I'm shocked that he would do this. No, how the fuck is you shocked, nigga? What did you think this rehab was gonna do to this nigga?
Exactly.
What did you think rehab? You said you had a long talk with this nigga and you're shocked. How? Nigga, this look like the same exact nigga. Like, nigga came out extra, you feel me? He came out extra gleeful, you feel me? Super pistoled up. He got a bigger gun. He ain't do that. He ain't learned nothing from the last situation.
And he was holding it right.
I need to get a gun. And I need the clutching for real. Bigger body. Nigga went and got a 50. Nigga got a 50 for this. Immediately. His friend ain't even get a chance to take the camera off him. Nigga, I put that bitch out.
Bro, it's crazy.
That shit is wild.
007.
Wow.
But I said the same thing on radio. I'm not backing off it. 40 games. See at the halfway point of the year.
When we talked about this yesterday, one of the things that I mentioned was we weren't privy to the conversations when he was first suspended. We didn't know if they had discussed, another infraction, what the penalty would be. And it seems pretty clear from that conversation between Adam and Malika that actually wasn't discussed. It wasn't discussed if there was another incident. And I'll say this again, in both these gun waving incidents on IG Live, there has been no law that's been broken, as far as we know. Colorado police investigated, no law was broken. Assuming this is in Tennessee, open carry allowed in that state, assuming he has a permit, for whatever it may be, no law has been broken. The reason I bring that up, it is very clear in our CBA what happens if you fail a drug test for performance-enhancing drugs or a street drug, a narcotic. It's very clear. It's this amount of games. It's very clear if you get a certain amount of technicals or a certain amount of flagrants, how much you're going to be suspended. And so that's where I think a 40-game suspension, the precedence for that, for not breaking a law. Again, we can go into the backstory of the incident with the teenager, Jaws claiming self-defense, that the teenager threw the ball in his face. We can go into the incident at the mall when he yelled at his security guard. We can go into the incident with the Indiana Pacers traveling party. As far as we know, all of these things have been investigated and no law has been broken. I'm not condoning the behavior. I'm not saying there should be no punishment. There should be. There should be consequences. You are the face of the league. You are representing the NBA. You are a role model to young kids. All of that. I don't think half a season is the right answer. And the last point I want to make, because you bring this up, the guns on social media. We talk about consequences. Look, in our country right now, gun culture is pervasive. It's pervasive. We've got mass shooting after mass shooting, and nobody's doing a damn thing about it. So I get why we're so sensitive to this right now. But there's no consequence for Greg Abbott telling his constituents that they should go buy more guns, and then we have mass shooting after mass shooting in Texas. There's no consequence for an elected Tennessee official to send out a Christmas card holding AR-15s with his young family, and then there's a shooting in his very district. There's no.
See, and that's what's crazy. You feel me? Because I spoke to that earlier. Like, literally, the governor in that city, Memphis, got a picture with his family. You feel me? Made Christmas cards out of it. They all toting they all. From the 11-year-old son to the 5-year-old daughter. You feel me? They all toting ARs. You feel me? This is the governor of the same town that Ja is in. And like he said, it turned around and it's a school shooting, you feel me? In the man's district, you feel me? In the same week type shit.
I think the thing is, in both situations, it's like these people are mixing their work life with their personal life. Like you, as a like, say you work a regular like a corporate job. What you do at home and what you do at work, they not supposed to really mix. Cause if you a street nigga at home and you really toting straps and shit, but you work a office job where you gotta be proper, it's like once them intertwine, it's gonna conflict. Like y'all see what I'm saying? Like
no, I see exactly what you're saying.
They shouldn't really be intertwining, but like at the end of the day, like it come down to who you are. Like is your profession even correlating? Like do it correspond with who you are? And
that's what I was gonna speak to. That was gonna be my point. This is a perfect time to bring up this. You got referee Eric Lewis. You feel me? The Celtics have a 37-2 record when that nigga is officiating the game, right? That nigga's work life is being an NBA official. Not only that, this nigga is a head official for big games. You feel me? He's been hired for the finals already this year. You feel me? He's doing the conference finals this year already. He did Game 7 of the Sixers and Celtics, and you know who won that game. You feel me? With shit, you know who won that game. You
know who got hold too.
But it's so crazy. In his personal life, this man is the biggest Boston Celtics fan. He got a Christmas card type picture with his family, and they all got on. Matter of fact, he's not even in the picture. His family is in the picture though. His wife, his kids, his mom and shit, all got on Celtics jersey. They're diehard Celtics fans. You feel me? So what happens when your personal life is a conflict of interest with your job? You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I respect what JJ Redick is saying because, all right, you can be the governor and tote guns, you feel me, and handle them responsibly and all that. Okay, but what side of the coin do you land on when it comes down to gun control? You feel me? And how do you? What's your solution for guns in your own city and people that's, you feel me, committing crimes with these guns? You feel me? Like, what's your solution for that? Since you feel me, on this side of the coin, so you feel me? I think that's a conflict of interest for you to be posting pictures with guns. Yes, you can be in your personal life, you feel me, doing that. Yes, you can be a Celtics fan in your personal life, but should you be showing that on the net to where it can become? I think he should have lost his damn job for that. Right. Eric Lewis.
Eric Lewis, bro. Because at a regular job, they'll tell you like if you they'll search your profile and say, and if you got some shit on there like that, they'll fire your ass.
Literally, bro. So it's and I think it's the same thing when it comes down to Ja Morant. But I also wanted to highlight that because that's kind of what I think Kev was saying when he said, I mean, they kind of making him the face of this shit for the guns. You feel me? They got gun control problems in his own city. He just spoke about it with the mayor, you feel me, and having a shooting in his own district and all that. You feel me? We do have an election next year. You feel me? So it's not like this shit is just, I mean, it seemed like it came out of nowhere, but did it really? You feel me? Did they make this nigga the face of some shit that's going to be an issue that's talked about during the election next year? You feel like you never know what the plan is or what the play is, you feel me?
Right. And then they're going to use him as a puppet, like, oh, he's clean now. Look, He don't partake in none of that. He with us. You know, I can't explain it, but like,
or some shit like this could happen. Like they could say Ja got into a situation where somebody had to somebody got bodied, like somebody had to get bodied, right? And then later on down the line, say during the election, they gonna use bro as an example. Like, remember what happened with Ja Morant? You know what I mean? Like now it's a good reason for you to vote for that whoever. You know what I mean?
yeah, because he got the law that's going quote unquote.
Crazy. Before I start the video, shortly after the shit, shortly after Ja's first incident with the gun, an old NBA player named Sean Kemp, he played for the Supersonics. This nigga caught a body in self-defense. You feel me? Like it was like
Hey, Sean Kemp was that nigga too.
Was that nigga. You feel me? He caught a body in self-defense, got off on it and all that. You feel me? So I don't know what the counter to that would be, but you see you don't hear too much about that. You feel me? And using guns in a proper manner and in a proper fashion. Right. You see it's never highlighted when you need a gun in a situation where it's life or death. You feel me? That stuff is never highlighted in the news. It's always the negative shit about guns. You feel me? So I definitely see how they can be making Ja the face of some shit, because you got another NBA player who, you feel me, is still, his name is still prevalent. People that are fans of the NBA know the name Sean Kemp.
Exactly.
This nigga caught a body and y'all not publicizing this shit, you feel me? But it's in self-defense. You can't make him out to be the bad guy. You can't make guns out to be the bad guy.
Right. Yeah.
Situation. So of course they not going to publicize it.
That's crazy.
Let's keep going. I do got to head out early.
No consequences to that. So why are we trying to lay down the hammer on a 23-year-old who didn't break a law? Explain that to me.
If you vape,
he snapped. That was all. You feel me? That I was gonna play from that video. You feel me? But I thought he snapped. Everything he said, I thought it was clean. You feel me? We broke it down already. You feel me? So that was just his conclusion. But I definitely thought he snapped everything he said.
Yeah, he definitely had a good point.
And at the same time, he needs to be punished for what he's doing, because it is a conflict of interest with your job and with, you feel me, what you do, your personal and your business life. It's a conflict of interest, and I think there should be consequences for that.
And like he said, the NBA don't got no policy against that. Like, he didn't break no laws, but at the end of the day, like you said, he in the wrong NBA. If you want to do that, and your job is this, you shouldn't be working that job. You should be in with YoungBoy in there.
Nah, no cap. Or at least Moneybag or somebody like in Memphis.
Them niggas be at the games, Big 30 and them. Them niggas be at the games, literally, bro.
It's crazy.
It's crazy because YoungBoy had, when he was on his Stop the Violence shit, he had an interview with this man named Elliot Wilson, where he was saying, I want y'all to look up the video. If anybody's watching, y'all look up this interview. You'll never hear YoungBoy talk like this, you feel me, ever again, I don't think. But this nigga was in his Michael Jackson sweet, soft, you feel me, tone voice. And he was saying it's a shame with my lyrics, you know, due to people, and you feel me. I'm just now realizing the influence I got over these kids and over, you feel me, my music got over people. So I really want to change my message, and that's what influenced Stop the Violence shit. Yeah, that's cool, you feel me. But you did just hop right back on the shit in the worst way, you feel me. And it's niggas out here that's clearly damaged, you feel me, by your lyrics and by your image that you put.
Yeah.
He said, I heard a lot of people. He sounded like he was about to cry in that video. Went right back to it.
Oh.
I caused a lot of death.
my nigga on there, bro.
Bro, I think I know what y'all talking about too, which is crazy.
Mike Jack.
But I got a couple of videos.
He said Mike Jack.
I got a couple of videos with just a couple of different people's perspectives on it. Here go the video.
Possum looking ass got to be the dumbest player in the NBA right now, boy. They just gave you a chance for putting a gun on live and you did it again. And then your homie ain't got your best interest because he should never put you on live in the first place. But he one of them, I told you I knew him, ass niggas, boy. On my baby, hey, Josiki Jenkins, your diked out cab driver looking ass gonna be playing for the Harlem Globetrotters in a minute, spinning the ball on your big toe. Keep fucking around, boy. You know how many little young black boys wanted to go to the NBA growing up, boy? I know I was one of them. You know how many motherfuckers out here love to switch positions with you and have 130 million? On my mama, boy, I wouldn't. If I had 130 million, I wouldn't be putting no gun on live right now. I'd fuck around, be on the jet eating lobsters or some shit. On my baby boy, your ass better get it together. You acting like one of them goofy suburban kids that ain't never been to the hood before, boy. Motherfuckers that's out here playing with guns, they ain't putting that shit on live. Motherfuckers ain't posting that shit like that, boy, for real. On my mama, boy, your ugly ass better get it together, boy. On my baby, your ass like a happy belated Mary voodoo doll. Your little ugly ass, boy. On my baby, boy, your ass like a motherfucker, your ass like a motherfucker glorified raccoon. Your little ugly ass, boy. You better get your shit together.
He said, "Happy belated Mary Voodoo, dog." Bro, stupid.
That's violation.
It was one. Is it? Oh, damn, I'm tripping. Here we go. It was one with this white dude. I wanted to see what y'all think about this.
Everybody's so pissed off that he has a gun. And everybody wants to talk about their opinion before they even think or listen. And shout out to my man because I didn't even think about this opinion before he spoke on it. 2006, the same media company that is bashing Ja Morant for having a gun wrote an article about athletes and guns. An article about baseball players bragging about how good they are with guns. And he also brings up how it's necessary for the safety of athletes. Now, I'm not suggesting him flexing his gun on his IG is cool and all because it's not. But he's 23, and I myself was 23 at one point. And when you are young, you do stupid shit. But how come when it's certain athletes with guns, or even politicians, it's okay? But if you take a black man with a certain hairstyle and put him in a hip-hop environment, all of a sudden everybody has a problem with it. Or even when you had a group of black men fighting for equal rights, all of a sudden the NRA wants to do gun control. It's as if there's a certain individual they don't want to have guns. And in the same article, an NFL player said that he thinks 90% of NFL players have firearms. So black people can have guns, they just can't show it. But if you're a politician, you can flaunt it, even with your children. Now, I'm not condoning Ja's friends because I once had friends like that too, and they are going to cause him more harm than good. But to say this man can't have a gun when we live in a country where there's more guns than people is racism at its finest. Because America sees white as right and black as wrong. My name's Eric Stone. Doses.
First of all, bro, it's back this book.
I think he's cool, bro. And I think he makes good points. I think even in this video, you feel me, he made good points. I agree with him for the most part, but you feel me, like I said before, like it's one of the, you feel me, arguably the pound for pound best boxer in the world. Black as shit. His name Terrence Bud Crawford. He poses with guns all the time, but he's actually, you feel me, like on some marksman shit. He's not trying to be a thug. He's not listening to young boy riding in the car up a gun for the camera. You feel me? It's different, you feel me, in a different environment. And that's why I do, you feel me? That's the one thing I'll say I disagree with, you feel me? Because if you're responsible in how you portray yourself with the guns, regardless of what people think, you feel me, it is what it is. You feel me? So if he was a 23, shit, he could have been 15 years old when he was, hey, AR'd up, you feel me, with a helmet on, and you feel like he could have been ready for war. Nobody looks at shit like that in a certain way, and it's been proven with people like Terrence Bud Crawford, like I said, you feel me? So I don't want to just say that black men can't be pictured with guns or we can't show that we got guns. It's the way that you show it, though. You feel me? That does mean, and the way that we can show it, you feel me, is more limited than it is for other races. You feel me? For instance, white people probably could have a gun in the car and it wouldn't be, you feel me, it wouldn't cause the same uproar that Ja Morant has caused. I definitely agree with that, but it's a responsible and an irresponsible way to do stuff.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you. That's how I felt about that video. I feel like in that video, he's trying to make it seem like people are against him having a gun in general, or just saying black people shouldn't have guns. But it's just like we said, it's the way he's showing it. it's the environment he's in with it, the situation. Like nothing's wrong with having a gun, but nigga, why are you showing it that way? So that I'm in agreement with you. Like that's the only thing about what
But
he said.
and that's what like that's a good point to make though, because it's like I do think it's some people that think he's wrong for having a gun. You feel me? So it's important that you say like, yeah, you can have a gun. You're well within your rights to own a gun if you register to you and all that. But like you said, it's how you use it, how you portray yourself with it. Like, it's gonna fuck you up. So, and that's what other black people are saying. Is more so like not even like I feel like yeah, they can discipline him for what he did because it does make them look bad after they just trusted him to not make them look bad again. And now they look even worse for the first time because y'all didn't nip it in the bud then, or y'all didn't do nothing more about it then. But at this current time, it's like they got to do what they got to do. You feel me? You chose to do what you did, so now you feel me? But I really feel like black people, we got this. You feel me? As far as like disciplining him or the the court of the public or the public opinion, court of public opinion, or whatever they call it. I feel like black people got that for him. You feel me? Anybody that wants to make it a race thing, white people don't got to say nothing in regards to him. You feel me? Because yeah, we understand where each other come from, and we all in agreement. I feel like most of us, at least, are in agreement that he was still tweaking, regardless if he had the gun or not. You feel me? We think he was still tweaking. You're worth $200 billion, and you in a gun, you in a car with blue seats. I know that's something exotic. You feel me? You in a car with an all blue interior. Like the car probably worth more than everybody in the car's net worth. You feel me? Outside the job, but y'all in there. You feel me? And that's the type of activity you think is right to do. You feel me? So you should be disciplined for that.
All right. Hey, you got time for one more video? Yeah, I know you said you got to leave.
Yeah. I got time for that.
All right. It's another perspective. All right, it said as y'all can see, Ja is hurting right now. That's why he did it. Y'all please. He said, I miss my granny. Hold on, is why I changed. It's I miss my granny. And then they brought this up. They said Offset saying I miss my granny after getting caught up. It said gonna forever be funny. Hold on, let me see what else. It said NBA YoungBoy is a Coco Melon for the hood. They was on his asses. But what y'all think about this right here?
Him doing it because he's hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, your granny's still watching you though. But nah, I feel him though. I mean, not feeling like I feel the hurtness. It's just going about the hurt. If that's what you going about your hurt with, it's like
I think that's straight.
You
cap.
should have been.
I think that's cap. But
Yeah, I can't give you that, bro. You don't look hurt when you flashing the gun. You feel me?
All right.
Twitter you with. Like, you feel me? I don't know what you expect us to take from that. Yeah, you can't miss her and also have fun in life, but don't say that that's the reason why you doing dumb shit.
Yeah, because that's definitely not no reason.
That like, make your granny sound bad. Like, is she the one who this shit, or you feel me? Like
I think you should have beat the Lakers for her, nigga.
Yeah, like see, a lot of niggas handle they shit in different ways. You feel me? If you choose to handle or cope with the pain by, you feel me, flashing guns on Instagram Live, I'm sorry, that was your decision, but that's not the right decision to make. You feel me? I think you still need to be disciplined.
Okay. Yeah, that shit is cap. I feel like that's just a cop out, just to make it seem like I don't know. I feel like if you believe that, you kind of just
you'll go for anything, bro.
Yeah,
but yeah, bro. Hey, we do got an election, 2024, and I don't know if y'all peeping. This year is on fucking skates. Nigga, this shit, you feel me, finna be over before we could even. This shit gonna be over. So, it's gonna be an election year in a couple weeks. You feel me? Because this shit gonna go this shit. And all this John Moran shit is probably gonna research. The Jordan Neely shit, you feel me? The rise is gonna start like everything.
Abortion and all that shit. They all be.
You gotta keep your eyes open. We spotting it early. We letting y'all know early. You feel me? This is all. It's over publicized. Yeah, he was wrong for flashing a gun on Instagram Live. Also, yeah, he can own a gun and he can have a gun. I don't think it's that hard to process. I don't think anybody should be shocked by when I seen him with the gun on the video. Like this nigga Adam Silver, like I don't believe. I think he was capping when he said he was shocked.
Right.
But there's no way you was shocked seeing Ja Morant holding a gun. Like, bro, what? You were shocked, nigga?
Right.
You noticed what he do, nigga. You let him do it. And you said, you know what? It's the end of the season. Niggas be low managing anyway. I'm gonna suspend you for 8 of them bitches. You can just come back. Y'all in the play. Y'all number 2 seed. Y'all number 2 seed. Don't even worry about none of that. Y'all lock him up. I'm gonna let you get 8 games off. Go back and do that shit that you been doing. Yeah. That's what he told my nigga. He's Adam Silver, nigga. I said you could do it, but go ahead and do it.
You know another way you could look at this, because the NBA is like it's a show, like it's entertainment, bro. This could all be a way just to get some more eyes and feel me into the playoffs or whatever. Just you feel me, like
I definitely agree with that because the NBA ratings been low as it's ever been, like years this year's. Matter of fact, they had a meeting at All-Star break before All-Star break about why the ratings were so low. You feel me? Like Adam Silver had to come out and talk about, you feel me, the struggle that they have, and like it's never been that bad. I definitely could agree with that too.
okay. And at the end of the day, bro, like as a person viewing it, like it's just something to talk about. Like it don't really affect your life in any way. It's like how does him showing his gun affect you? Like motherfuckers might act like they care, but motherfuckers don't really care.
Oh God. Nah, I'm about to head up out of here, y'all. It's been really.
All right, yeah, we about to close him out. Shout out everybody tuning in. We've been doing numbers this month, so appreciate everybody locking in.
Number gang.
Oh God.
Shit, all right, y'all. From 7.
All right, then.